Hi, I'm Carrie Wilbanks here in Ottawa in Ontario, Canada. We're going to show you some of the best ways to explore the outdoors in this incredible city.
Well, Ottawa Locks, well, you can see it behind me here. This is the entrance to the Rideau Canal. It's Ontario's only UNESCO World Heritage Site, and it's an example of a operating 19th century manually operated slackwater canal. What we do here, we do using the same old techniques and technologies that were in place back in 1832. So we're carrying on traditions that were set out by lockmasters that were here since before there was a country of Canada. One of the things we have on site here at Ottawa Locks, in addition to just demonstrating how this old system works, is something we've tried new this year. It's our Voyageur canoe tour. Our guides will take you down the Rideau Canal to the south for about an hour, give you a little bit of the history of the canal, show you the different elements of downtown Ottawa that have grown up since 1832, and of course get an opportunity to actually participate in the canal as opposed to just viewing it idly. You're out there on the water taking part in that story.
Another way to experience the canal and cover a lot of ground is via bike. Let's go pedal.
Escape Bicycle Tour is the best way to sightsee in Ottawa. Ottawa is blessed with over 600 kilometers of connected bicycle paths which are safe and designated for cycling, and they actually hit all the major attractions that the tourist wants to see. If you want to go to the Parliament, to Byward Market, if you want to go to Hogsback Falls, Experimental Farm, Museum of History, National Art Gallery, you name it. Everywhere that you want to go, we can bring you on a bicycle, safe, fast, efficient, and with plenty of fun. So you can stop whenever you want, to take pictures, to eat whatever you like, and hear the history and the background of all those attractions.
There are so many bike paths in the city. Another one follows the Ottawa River and will take you to some of the most incredible rock sculptures I have ever seen.
We're at Remick Rapids Park, Ottawa, Ontario. One of the most natural, beautiful settings you'll ever find in any capital city anywhere in the world. The rocks themselves all come from this location. Nothing has to be brought in. The way that I create the sculptures is very simple, with larger rocks. They're balanced in my own unique way, because there's numerous stone balance artists all over the world. And you know, each one of us has our own style. And mine is to use these small, delicate rocks in between the surfaces of the other rocks, which stabilizes the balance so that they can be maintained. Because it is a tourist destination for a lot of people, and when they come here, absolutely desirable to have the installation available for them to enjoy.
One of the most unique experiences in Ottawa in the summertime is taking an open cockpit biplane ride from the Aviation and Space Museum. They put the goggles and helmet on you, you're in a 1939 Waco aircraft, and you tour over downtown Ottawa with spectacular views of the Parliament buildings and the Rideau Canal and the whole downtown core. It's a must-do activity in Ottawa. So the Sound and Light show on Parliament Hill, called Northern Lights, is a must-do experience in Ottawa in the summer. It tells the story of Canada by projecting images on the Parliament buildings themselves. So your screen is ginormous, and you really get a sense of what it's like to be Canadian. So for visitors, it's a great introduction to the country. For residents, it's even fun to bring their visitors, their friends and relatives to see. You take a seat on the lawn of Parliament and just bask in a half-hour bilingual free show.
Now that we're back downtown, we're going to wrap up our Ottawa experience with a walking tour to learn about some of the haunts in the area.
So we're currently standing in the Ottawa Jail Hostel in downtown Ottawa. And this is a very unique building because for 110 years this was the Carleton County Jail. Now it is a youth hostel. It's got many of the same architectural features, including original cells and cell doors. So people staying here have a very unique experience. Some of the highlights are death row and the gallows. You'll also see these very tiny cells. They're three single-person cells where the male prisoners stayed in, and you can feel quite claustrophobic in the building. They'll have windows that will slam shut in the three-person cell corridor. We've had the hangman's door rattle quite violently in its frame a few times. Basically, it's a character all by itself, because you walk into the building and you are immediately made aware of its history, of the miserable past it had. And whether you believe in ghosts or not, you might find yourself looking over your shoulder just in case.
The outdoor offerings here in Ottawa and Ontario, Canada are some of the most unique experiences that I've had. You're gonna have to come check it out for yourself.